sometimes life gets out of balance, sometimes it's necessary, but the important thing is that we jump right back in. Good morning! I'm in the car, officially using the car mount that I got. You guys saw in my Instagram stories. If you are not following me, go ahead and follow me right now. It's right down here. My name is Cariel if this is your first time here, and today we're doing a vlog. I'm going to work. It's a Saturday and we're about to go to work. And today I'm going to be talking to you guys about work-life balance because it just seems very fitting. Alright, let's go. We are on our way to my job because I'm going into the office for a little bit on a Saturday morning. I would not recommend. I'm finally using the car mount and I'm really excited about it. I hope you guys like this. Now I can drive safely. It's a little bit more stable and I don't have to hold my camera in my hand and put my life in jeopardy. Today we're going to be talking about work-life balance and I'm going to be taking you guys throughout my day. It's going to be vlog style. Make sure you look out for my tips along the way. So I'm only going into the office for an hour today just to do some testing and to catch up on some stuff. So I actually wrote down a to-do list. That's my first tip. Make sure you guys, from at least the night before, plan out the things that you need to get done during the day, especially when it comes to work stuff, so that you can just get it done and get out of there. That's always my goal. Get in the office, get my work done so that I'm not stressed and I can be done with it. Because if I'm not, then I'll go home and I'll continue thinking about the things that I have to do the next day. So when I get into the office, I have to put in some requests. I also have to go to testing, but it's a house call with my friend, which is why I'm dressed so casually, and I have some plans later on today. And then, what else did I say today? Oh, and then I have to make an event post for an event that we're having next week, and it's pretty early next week, so even though today is Saturday, I still want to make the post and post it so that people are a little bit more informed from earlier on, and we get more people, hopefully, who will join the event. So we want to make sure that we are making to-do lists and accomplishing things from the smallest tasks. I mean, you could do it either way you want, but I usually prefer to complete the smallest tasks earlier on in the day because then I feel more accomplished. I can actually see things that I'm checking off, and then it seems a little bit more manageable, especially if it's a longer to-do list. Are you guys liking the car vlog so far? If you are, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you have any suggestions for videos that I should film while I'm in the car, while I'm driving. It definitely really helps when you organize your tasks that you have to do at work. And like I said, the main reason I think that we don't really have work-life balance is because we're always thinking about work stuff. So if you actually complete the tasks that you need to complete during the day, then you won't be spending your time at home when you're supposed to be relaxing thinking about your work. And while we're at it, you're checking off your tasks, but make sure that you take breaks during the day. For me, that's pretty essential because you don't want to be left feeling burnt out. You want to get your work done, you want to feel productive, but you don't want to overdo it. Come on, let's go. Okay, now it's time to do my last work task. Okay, I'm officially done with work for the day. It is already 11:38 and I am starving because I haven't had any breakfast or anything. But I didn't mention to you guys, well, I think I did. I'm gonna go to Croix instead. Which way am I going? This way. Okay, don't answer. So I'm going to Croix. So I'm going to Croix instead because I'm about to go meet up with Rosa, and you guys have met her before, and I will include the video, like the link to the video where she's in it up here, because for you guys who are here because of my St. Croix videos, I actually went to Cane Bay Beach with her one day, and if you want to see a little bit more about that beach, you can go ahead and check out that video. But yeah, I'm gonna go meet up with her because she has a store in Croix. It's called Wildflower Boutique, and we're just gonna go do a little photo shoot today to help her help her make some content for her social media pages for her store. So that's gonna be really fun. But before that, Kyle and I are gonna go get some food because I'm starving. I don't know if he's starving, but I'm starving and I need some food. I'm kind of running behind schedule a little bit because I was hoping to be there by like 10:30. So I'm a little, like an hour later, but it's fine because I got some extra stuff for work done. Okay, so that leads me to my second tip of the day, which is to make sure that you schedule out time to do fun things. So obviously, my things are flying all over the place. So obviously, if you are trying to be productive at work, you're making your list, cool, you finish your work. But sometimes I feel like, especially now, because a lot of people are working from home, it's hard to actually make time to do fun things. It's hard to actually make time for leisurely activities. So that's something that I try to do. I scheduled this like hangout with Rosa to shoot these photos, which is something that's fun for me. I'm excited for it. And then usually I also plan out like time for the beach and time to, I don't know, what else do I do? I also have to plan out my YouTube stuff because I don't know if I consider that work yet because I still really enjoy it. But I do want to take it a little bit more seriously than just like having it be my hobby that I do every once in a while, and make sure that I have a consistent schedule, which I'm actually going to talk to you guys about. You know, in my last video, sorry I keep looking over there, I'm driving clearly and like trying to figure out when I could come out this road. But I'm gonna be posting a new video every week. And every month you guys can look forward to a vlog, which is going to be focused on something related to either wellness, productivity, or self-growth. So yeah, that's the first video that you guys can look forward to every month. I'm also going to have a new money management video every month. We're going to have a new Invisalign update video every month, and you guys can look forward to my Invisalign video, which is going to be the next video coming up. After that will be the first money management video, and then the last video that you guys can look forward to are going to be those Discover Croix videos. So I'm gonna try to do everything as like vlog style as I can because those are just the most fun videos for me to watch and for me to make. I really like the creative, I guess, like freedom that I have with filming vlogs. I have the most fun when I edit vlogs. So yeah, those are the types of videos that I'm gonna try to put out, and I hope that you guys like it. I hope that you guys subscribe. I've been talking for a while now.
I'm not bored.
You weren't even paying attention to me. Okay, we're here in Christiansted, and now it's time to switch you guys to my handheld tripod. I'm back in the car. I had a really great day with Rosa and Shayna. As you saw, we did a lot of running around in Christiansted. Just taking a bunch of content shots for Rosa's store, like I said we were gonna do. We're just trying to help boost a little bit, do a little bit of marketing to get some more people into her store because it's pretty new. So we're just trying to get the word out that the store exists and that people should shop there. If you live on St. Croix, you should go check out her store. It's called Wildflower Boutique. It's next to the CBD store in Christiansted, which is down that same alley on the way to Dashi. I just wanted to finish up my tips for you guys for maintaining really good work-life balance. So we already mentioned that you should make notes of all the tasks that you have to do, make a to-do list, so that if you do it the night before, tomorrow, the next day, you can check everything off really quickly from the smallest task to the largest task. My second tip was to make sure that you schedule time off for more leisurely activities, schedule time with friends, whether it's in person if your restrictions have been lifted in your town, or you do it virtually. For example, I've been watching Netflix with my friends using Netflix Party, and today I hung out with Rosa. Obviously we kept our masks on as long as we could before we took our pictures, and then we went back to her boutique. So we were pretty safe. We got some drinks while we were there, we picked up some pizzas and went back to her boutique. So in general, it was a very safe day, even though we were out and about in public. My next tip is don't be afraid to take time off. If you have sick time, use your sick time. Don't feel like you shouldn't use it. People will get on with their day with or without you, and your work will be there when you get back. You just need to prioritize yourself. I'm huge on prioritizing myself, and whether I'm physically sick or I'm feeling down one day, I will just take the time off if I'm feeling way too overwhelmed. As long as I'm not like procrastinating and feeling overwhelmed because I'm procrastinating, then I'm fine with taking time off. If you need to, you should take time off from whatever is stressing you out, because more than likely when you give yourself that time, when you come back, you'll be a lot more productive than you were before. And obviously you have to make sure that you're checking in with yourself. As you guys know, I'm a huge advocate for journaling daily if you can. I journal a lot. I try to journal daily, and it has really helped. It helps me with planning out just like my day-to-day life, planning out my future, trying to not be overwhelmed by the past, and in general it's just a really nice way to just reflect on your life and figure out exactly what you're doing or why you have done things, and maybe find ways to change your habits. Oh, and on that note, I would also say it's really good to journal daily, because then you can journal even on your good days. For example, I have been making it a point to not only journal when I'm having when I'm in very overwhelming situations. I don't want to have a book that's only filled with negative thoughts, so I make sure that I journal during happy moments. And if you're just journaling regularly, then you know there will most likely be a balance in there, so you can look back on your previous entries and realize that things aren't actually as bad as they are. Or if you're like in one of those moods where you feel like everything's just going horribly, you can reflect and notice that things actually were pretty good, like probably like 2 days ago, and you just forgot about it because you're just a little bit too stuck in the present. It's just really good to check in with yourself, because sometimes we don't realize when we're in a rut. Main point of this is basically when you're dealing with work stuff, try to get what you need to get done as quickly as possible, and make sure you schedule time to do things outside of work. And when I say schedule, I mean plan it in advance. Sometimes it's good to invite friends, because then you're kind of more obligated to complete those things. When you're home and you're making time for something fun, make sure you turn off your work phone. Make sure you're not checking your work emails. That's basically it. You just need to make sure that you set boundaries for yourself. But I have a story for you guys around this subject. So basically, during the time where I was working from home, I had some coworkers who felt like it was fine, even though my work phone was off, to message me and call me on my personal phone about work problems after hours. And basically I had to just let them know that it was not okay, and make sure that I set those boundaries for myself. It was something that actually was adding a lot more stress during that time, and it became very difficult to even just get my regular work done during the day, and then it was kind of interfering in my personal life. If you are in that position, you really should stand up for yourself. Make sure that you're speaking up and letting your coworkers, your managers, just make sure that you're setting those parameters. And most likely it's better to talk about these things in advance, so that you're not really in that situation in the first place. But if you are, just don't be afraid to speak up for yourself. I just want to remind you guys that sometimes life gets out of balance. Sometimes it's necessary, but the important thing is that we jump right back in and that we have the tools that are necessary in order to do those things. We have to make sure that we're self-aware so that we can get back on track. Clearly, I'm still working on balancing my work life and my personal life in a way that's sustainable in a long term. I'm going to continue sharing my tips as I learn. The only way you can learn is through experience. This year was definitely a huge eye-opener for me. I really learned a lot in this year. I'm sure a lot of you have too, because it's been a wild year for all of us. But I hope you guys stick with me for the journey. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Leave a comment down below or any questions you have for me. Make sure you like this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!